Hello everyone, and welcome back to Tooties Productions, and welcome back to Pre-3 Week. Today, we are going to be doing basically what we did last time, but except we're talking about WiiU games this time.
Mr. Miyamoto?
Oh, yes.
Okay, ready whenever you are, gentlemen.
First off, I want to address that yes, the Switch has a lot of ports, and I know a lot of fans are angry about this, but if you're angry about this, you're being dumb. I'm sorry, you're being dumb. You should look at the sales reports. So for example, Mario Kart 8, the best-selling game on Wii U, has already sold more copies on the Nintendo Switch than it did the Wii U. Same thing happened with Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. So there's no reason to not port over these games. It's quick, it's easy, it's cheap for Nintendo, and it creates revenue. I feel like fans that are angry about this are looking at the perspective of, well, I own a Switch and I don't want to play these games again. Here's the thing though, you would not be getting more games if there were less ports. And fans who did not get a chance to play it on the Wii U would also not be getting these games. So there's literally no positive to not having ports. That wouldn't just make more games appear, it would just create droughts in the Switch's library the same way that we had with the 3DS and the Wii U during the dark ages of Nintendo. So, Star Fox Zero was a game that was received very, very, very coldly. It wasn't exactly the greatest game, and there was a lot of issues with it, but I think if we move it over to Switch, we clean it up a little bit, fix up some of the issues people had, and just put it on there, so maybe it'll do something. I just want Star Fox to be a good franchise again. I just want people to play it and enjoy it. And we're supposed to be getting a racing game, and I don't know what's going on anymore. And it feels like Star Fox is just going through this time, and he's depressed, and he doesn't know who he is anymore. And I think we, as fans of the franchise, should really look out for him and get him the attention he needs, and just help him out of this slum that he's in. All right, so put it on the Switch, let him have this. Buy the game because you feel bad for Star Fox, even if he's not a real person, and help the franchise. Super Mario Maker. If this doesn't happen, Nintendo's stupid. That would literally be the worst business move ever to not have Super Mario Maker, whether it be a port or a sequel, on the Switch. It's perfect. Kill off New Super Mario Brothers. I feel like every video I've mentioned Mario when I talk about how they need to kill New Super Mario Brothers, and they do it. Get rid of it. It's done. It's old. This is a new way to, reinvigorate that. Give people their own levels. And this way, if Nintendo just wants to make some new levels, just add in the assets you would have to put into Mario Maker as DLC and make your own level, Nintendo. That's it. This is just so much better. Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE. This game I've heard is fun. I did not play it. So put it on Switch and maybe I'll play it. I don't know. I heard it's crazy. Heard it's fun. It's anime swordsman, so I mean it can't be that bad, right? Alright, Smash Brothers fans, calm down. Pikmin 3. If you saw my What Happened to Pikmin video, it's no surprise to you that I am a fan of Pikmin, and Pikmin 3 is by far the best Pikmin game. Now, I do think Pikmin 4 is going to happen on Switch, but I also think we'll get a Donkey Kong sequel eventually. It doesn't mean that they shouldn't move these games over. Pikmin 3 is right there, and it's perfect. Although, you could have issues with the co-pad there, but I think they could work around this. I'm pretty sure you don't need the gamepad for this game, and it's a perfect game, almost, and it's great, and it's beautiful, and put it on Switch. Xenoblade Chronicles X, another game that a lot of people like, and I'm going to be honest here, I don't like it as much as I like Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but I kind of feel like this is going to happen. It just, I don't know, it feels like this game is meant to be on the Switch. And why not? It's a big, huge Xenoblade game. Why not throw it on the Switch? I think people would play it. I think people want more of Xenoblade now that we have Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And in between this and the next Xeno game, just put out X as a port. Wonderful 101. Now we know the director of Wonderful 101 wants this game on the Switch. And because of that, I feel like it's going to happen. But also, it's a fun game. It's cool and not a lot of people played it. So put it out here. This entire list has just been, this game was fun and no one played it. So put it on here, which is really just the entire Wii U library. NES Remix! I don't actually necessarily think that this should get a port. I guess if you want to, you could port the first 2 games over like you kind of did with the 3DS version, but with all of the minigames this time. But I do think they should continue this franchise on the Switch. It was a fun franchise, and it gave new life to our classic NES games. So move that over, put it on Switch, put the first 2 games in a collection, and then make a 3rd one for the Switch. So guys, did I hit everything on the Switch? I feel like with the ports we have and these games and the games that have gotten sequels, we pretty much hit on everything. Because I don't consider like Twilight Princess and Wind Waker Switch Wii U games. Those are GameCube games, which I'm sure could get ported over to the Switch if they want to. They should really put Twilight Princess on it, because Twilight Princess has been on every single Nintendo console, home console, since it released. So I guess put that on there too, just for the sake of it. Also because you went for all the trouble of doing that, so why not just move those games over? I don't know. Put everything on there. Also, I should mention, I don't know why, but I have this dark feeling that Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival is going to get ported over to Switch. I hope not, but just like Rabbids and Smash Brothers, there's just something in my brain every single time I think about it is like, yeah, that's going to happen. So Nintendo, don't do that. But if you do, don't. We'll see you guys next time. Remember to like, favorite, subscribe, comment, do all that fun stuff. There'll be a new video tomorrow. I don't know what you want from me. Bye.